when I was getting out of the military, my dad would say to me, and he has a southern accent, so I do too, but people think I'm from Virginia instead of Florida, or like Virginia instead of Georgia or North Carolina. But he would be like, yeah, but you gotta get your bennies. Get your bennies. Gotta get your bennies. Gotta get your benefits. And so he was talking about the benefits that you have when you are, when you get out of the military. And I think it's important to just understand what those are, because if you know what they are, then you know what options you have. Because a lot of times, whether it be professionally or personally or just financially, sometimes you just feel like you're alone, or that you don't really have anything. You just every time went up on the wrong joint. But you feel like you don't have anything. You feel like, you just need to get a job. Of course you need to get a job, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes it just feels like sometimes it just feels like you don't have any resources, and that's just not true. That's why I say, if you focus on getting them, you're just making sure you understand your options. I think you can walk out of the experience of the military feeling a little bit more empowered, more empowered than if you didn't know what options you have. So, yeah, man, get them bennies. Get them bennies. Get them bennies, my dog. For me, I think, I've talked about the whole $300,000 in education funding, essentially from the VA, or not really from the VA, but the military. And that's because and I'm gonna be real with you, just primarily because I got the 300. Excuse me. Yeah, my mind is all over the place. I apologize, but I got the 100% situation, and that really helped me basically pay for all of my student loans that I had. And it was just a good vibe for me. It was perfect. So I'm about to get up in here and get some work done in this phone booth. This phone booth is legit. It forces me to actually sit upright and do stuff. But if you understand what your benefits are, you'll just be a lot more empowered when you take your steps out of the military. And you won't be as nervous and apprehensive about the whole thing. I just think that's key. And so let's just think about the access to the benefits that you already have primarily. Let's just assume that you weren't in a combat situation, and actually no, whether you were or were not in combat, think about the benefits you have, because essentially you would have access to the same things. So you think about your VA disability. That's for, let's see, 100% is I think it's you can look that up.